Alright guys, Fula coming to you with another video. I hope all is well with y'all. So, it looks like per WBC, Erickson the Hammer Lubin will have to fight another eliminator in order to get a strap shot at one of them belts at 154. You know, I'm really tired of this because like they always do this, man. They always send fighters through the loop to try to throw them off. Okay? Erickson Lubin, for example, has fought eliminators already. He's already fought eliminators, man. He's fought 2 eliminators. The first eliminator he fought was against Terrell Goucher. The second eliminator he fought was against Jason Rosario. You know, it was supposed to be that it put him right in the back into contention for a title. Now they throw another monkey wrench because I'm gonna tell you what WBC is doing. I'm gonna tell you what they're doing right now. They see the work, man. They see that Erickson Lubin, you know, has made a significant comeback. He's did what he needed to do to be back in title contention. I'm gonna say it before I'm gonna say it again, okay? He suffered a hiccup. He suffered one minor hiccup in the beginning of his career. He's still a young fighter. People don't realize this. Erickson Lubin is still a very, very young fighter, okay? Erickson Lubin is 26. He's still young, bro. Like, that's the thing. He is still young. I think he fought Charlo when he was 21. And granted, you know, Charlo was more experienced than him. So it was just a rookie mistake. You know, I think Erickson Lubin, he turned pro when he was like, I want to say like, when he was like 18, I think. You know, because the thing is, what the goal was and what he was going to do is he was going to go to the Olympics. You know what I mean? He was going to go, he wanted to like get a gold medal, but instead I think he opted on turning pro instead, you know? So, basically, I want to say that, you know, he was moved quick. And unfortunately, with the movement being quick, he kind of suffered, you know, his first defeat, which is not a problem, man. People lose. It's very hard in boxing to stay undefeated. It's very difficult to do it. You can do it, you know. But even if you look back on your record and you only have like one loss, that's still impressive, bro. If you have a record and you fought the best people of your time and you only get one loss, that's still difficult to do, bro. It's very difficult to do something like that. I'm gonna say this, and many people aren't gonna agree with it, of course, but, and you know, I hate to mention him, but you know, Canelo is not fighting the best people of his time. So like that one loss came to the best fighter. So I don't look at his record as impressive, you know, because he's never clear-cut won a fight in an impressive fashion against like a high-level opponent, you know, and he never really fought high-level opponents. I would say the only 2 other high-level opponents he fought when they were like game opponents was Triple G and Erislandy Lara. But other than that, he fought like a washed-up Cotto, a washed-up Kovalev, Daniel Jacobs, mind you. He struggled in the last 2 fights before Canelo, Dervinchenko and Sulecki. You know, he struggled in those fights. Some people actually think that Sulecki won the fight against Daniel Jacobs. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I mean, is that I can't really give that to him, okay? I really can't say it's impressive for what he did. But again, it goes back to my point. If you're a fighter and you're fighting the best in your time and you only have one loss from fighting the best of your time, then that's still impressive, you know. So I said it's very hard to be undefeated fighter. Very difficult to do. That's why I can't really give Joe Calzaghe any really respect, because he fought people past their prime. You know, so I can't really say that, it's impressive that he was undefeated, because I look at the overall picture. If you fight people in their prime and you're able to remain undefeated by fighting guys who are prime, or at least game opponents, still will give you that work, then that's why I gotta say, okay, yeah, this guy did something amazing, right? So other than that, I want to say that back to what the WBC is trying to do, I think honestly what the WBC is trying to do is they're trying to actually set Erickson Lubin up, because the guy he's fighting against is 6'5", 80-inch arm reach, 23 years old, so they're in the same age bracket, and he's put on dominating performances, but now it's looking like maybe he's gonna have, we kind of saw something in his last fight, and the opponent I'm talking about is Sebastian Fedora. Now the thing is that in his last fight against Sergio Garcia, many people thought that Sergio Garcia won that fight, but they actually gave the nod to Sebastian Fedora. And I think I know why they gave him that nod. You know, I think this was the plan all along, to set up Erickson Lubin. Because again, despite the fact that, Jamel Charlo is holding most of the marbles and Brian Castano has the last of the marbles, I hate to say it, but they would love to see another, and especially a young one, they would love to see another young Latin fighter, you know what I mean? They would love to see another young Latin fighter as, the face of boxing. They would love to see that. They would love to see, a Latin fighter being the face of boxing. And if they can do that, they will do that. They will try to push that. So I think what they're hoping, and I hate to say this, but, when you're a Negro League fighter, it's kind of like that. And this is what I mean by Negro League fighter. This is what I mean. Let me explain to you the Negro League fighter term, okay? Wait for this helicopter to pass. I'm outside. When you are a Negro League fighter, okay, they don't want you to get all the marbles, okay? They don't want that. That's just basically the bottom line, okay? So you can be a good black fighter, right? But you're not necessarily a Negro League fighter, okay? You can be for example, an Austin Trout, who's a crafty fighter. You can be let's say a Tevin Farmer, another crafty guy. Or you can be I'm trying to think of another fighter that I can name. Another Negro League fighter. Or no, another fighter that's black but not a Negro League fighter. Or Maurice Hooker. Yeah, let's just say Maurice Hooker. So those fighters, don't get me wrong, those are good fighters, right? But they're not really gonna threaten to take over the game. You know what I mean? So you know, you look at the likes of Jaron Ennis, you look at the likes of Shakur Stevenson, you look at the likes of Demetrius Andrade, you look at the likes of Erickson Lubin, right? They can take over the game, and they don't want to see that, okay? Just imagine a scenario, okay? Let's just imagine a scenario. Let's just picture a scenario, hypothetically speaking. Imagine you have Jaron Ennis undisputed at 147. Imagine you have Erickson Lubin undisputed at 154. Imagine you have Demetrius Andrade undisputed at 160. Imagine you have David Morrell undisputed at 168. And they either happen at the same time or it happen at different times, but it still happened. Old media will be like, yo, the hell? We don't have anybody to push. You know, they'll be like, we don't have anybody to push now. You know? They'll be like, dang, man, we don't, there's nobody here for us. That's what the argument of old media would be. So this is what I'm saying. This is what makes them a Negro League fighter. So with that being said, you know, I guess this is an official fight. Shout outs to Erickson the Hammer Lubin for not ducking the fight. You know, this is going to be a tough fight. The dude is 6'5", but still makes 154. But I got a feeling, though, those body shots, though, I think that's what's going to be the determining factor, is Jack and Sledge is going to chip at that body. You know, and we're going to see what he's made of. But it's a tough fight. You know, you got, I mean, obviously he has the advantages in reach. And so we got to wait and see what happens, man. I mean, I say kudos to Erickson Lubin for taking the fight, but I honestly think that, in my personal opinion, I'm going to end this video on this note. I think Erickson Lubin should sue the WBC. And the reason why I think Erickson Lubin should sue the WBC is because they keep on making him fight title eliminators when he already fought one. You know, but anyway, man, that's all I got for now. Let me know what y'all think about this fight. Fuller signing out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments, like and subscribe to the page. If you want, in the comment section, please, you know, write if you want to join the live panel that we do on the weekend, discussing the fights, discussing the happenings in boxing. And, you know, sometimes we may discuss other things too. Fuller signing out. Njaram.